exactly. Yeah. So we think of genetics and DNA as the software of life.
This is awesome. I've been having this discussion with my fiance.
There you go.
She argues with me so much, and I'm like, oh, things are different just because the program's different.
Yeah, no, it's an operating system.
Yeah.
So you can think of it as like yeast or E. coli or mammalian cells, algae, whatever. So that's sort of like the equivalent of Firefox, Fruit GENtle or the web browser or OS or whatever. But yeah, genetics is the same thing. And right now the issue is we're still writing in the equivalent of binary, A's, T's, C's, and G's.
Exactly right.
And so we're working towards abstracting that and kind of laying over these higher level concepts to make it easier and more accessible.
There's already an abstraction that you haven't found or observed, or I mean, obviously, like we're all like different biological life, all different, so kind of feel like maybe there's already an abstraction that maybe we're not aware of. Whatever this controls says
yeah, it's getting more and more understood. So, for example, like a lot of the time you have to write in quaternary or whatever you want to call it, but we now know of genes, and a gene is a functional unit of DNA. And so people in labs, they tend to still look at A's, T's, C's, and G's, but now we can, for example, here on the screen, you can see these annotations. These are descriptions of a gene. And so now you don't necessarily need to even see the code underneath this, because we can say, oh, that encodes for creatinase, which is an enzyme, and you can literally start dragging and dropping these into larger pathways. And so it's similar to like modules of code. You can be like, all right, I want an oscillator genetic element, and somebody may have created that. You just drop it into your genetic construct, and you're off running. And so biology is entering this era similar to software did in the early days, where now people are starting to use other people's libraries, quote unquote, and we're going to see some rapid increase in productivity in bioengineering.
Yeah. And the Supreme Court says you cannot patent a human gene.
Exactly. But if you manipulate it in some way, it's no longer a human gene.
Manipulate it to do something that nature never did.
Exactly.
And you want to manipulate it using fruit.
Right.
Why not?
Hey, simple enough.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing.
Yeah, get you guys your contact information.
Yeah, certainly.